Welcome to Library Life. I'm Amanda Jackson, and with me today is Holly Finch, the Youth and Family Services Librarian for the Major Hilliard Library. Welcome.
Thank you.
All right, Holly, so I don't have a green thumb. I have a light green thumb, and that means one time I grew like a tiny stalk of something I planted, felt very, very impressed with myself, thought I was going to go live off the grid. It immediately died.
Oh, no.
But you are really good at gardening and growing, and the Major Hilliard Library is kind of known for that.
Yes, we have had a children's garden for a while, and we've started having a seed library a year ago where customers can come and get free seeds from us to have their own gardens.
So that's really exciting. So we could call the library and tell them what seeds we wanted, and then we could just go pick it up and grow it ourselves?
From our collection, yes, if we have it, we will give the seeds to you so you can have your own garden and you can try again.
Oh, I don't know if I should do that to a plant. But it was really successful, right? And so that made you think about how you could grow. Oh, no, I know, that's a dad joke. You could grow on that this year. And what did you guys come up with?
We came up with a seed festival. So in honor of having our seed library for a full year, we're going to celebrate with a seed festival and celebrate all things growing. We're going to have experts come and talk about lots of different plant-related topics, and customers can come and learn all about growing and share their knowledge with us, and we'll share our knowledge with them.
So can you give me an example of some of the classes I could come and see?
Well, we are going to have tabletop experts come and talk of a variety of gardening topics, from the unusual like carnivorous plants to the popular things like orchids for the hobbyists. And then we'll have outdoor gardening things like cold frames and other season extenders and vermiculture. And
What is vermiculture?
vermiculture is using worms. In this case, it's going to be vermicomposting. So it's using worms to make compost. And compost is so important in a healthy garden.
Now that part I did know. So that's all about how we get the minerals back into the ground to really give us healthy plants. You said carnivorous plants. So is that like feed me Seymour? Like that kind of situation? Are they going to grow big and then,
Carnivorous plants are quite small, but like Venus flytraps and those kids love those things. They're fun to look at.
They're really cool to watch. And oh my gosh, orchids are so gorgeous.
They are, and it's wonderful to have orchids in your house. We're going to talk about other things too, like pollinators. Pollinators are very important for the garden, so we're going to have a beekeeper there to talk about pollinating with bees and raising bees. And we'll have someone to talk about birds and bats and owls, because they're important for pollinating, but they're also important for seed spreading, especially wild seeds.
Oh, that's a great idea. And you guys, not just seeds, you're known for a lot of things. You have this really cool hydroponic growing kit. Can you talk about that a little bit? What is that?
Well, hydroponics is growing plants in water with the nutrients in the water and not in soil. So we have this large hydroponics unit, and we're growing vegetables, primarily lettuce, to demonstrate how it's used. So we plant the seeds and we can watch them grow, and then we harvest lettuce and you can have a nice lettuce salad.
Which is so neat, because when I was over there, you can actually eat it. And I don't know why it's cool, but I go back to like being like an 8-year-old. It's so neat that I could just literally pick it off the plant and eat it. And I've seen it grow. That's such a great thing for teaching our kids where food comes from and also encouraging them to eat healthy.
Yes.
So the Seed Festival, that sounds like that's a lot of grown-up stuff. Are there anything that I could bring my kids to?
Yes, we have child activities, crafts. We are having, making seed starter kits from recyclables. So you have like a little greenhouse where you can start some seeds. And depending on what seeds you select, you can grow them in the little greenhouse, or you can grow them so that they're large enough to plant outside when the weather's warmer.
So get the kids involved in helping us have sustainable living, healthy living, thinking about the environment, all that good stuff.
Yeah, but it's going to be fun too, because we're also going to make fairy houses.
Oh,
And then we're also going to make seed tapes.
what is that?
In your gardening experience, you know we have little tiny seeds to plant in dark soil, and it can be really hard to see them. So with a seed tape, you take a piece of biodegradable paper, and you mark off on there the spacing for the seeds, and you put a little bit of biodegradable paste on there, and you plant your seeds in the paste on the paper. And then later, when you're ready to plant, you put the paper in the ground at the proper depth, and you've got them all laid out at the proper distance.
Wait, you're supposed to know where you put the seeds in the dirt?
That might be why your
I
seeds
think
didn't
we may have
grow.
found my problem. It's true.
Yeah.
So what's the date for the Seed Festival? Because it sounds like I definitely need to go and take some notes.
It's Saturday, March 26th at the Major Hillard Library from 10 until 4.
And is there a cost?
There is not. It's free.
So you could just drop in anytime from 10 to 4 and learn a lot about plants, bring your kids, have a great time, plant something, and hopefully end up with a darker green thumb.
Yeah, I think you will.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us. And thank you for joining us. We'll hope you'll come to the Major Hillard Library and enjoy our Seed Festival, learn a lot about planting, growing, and bring your family. And we'll see you next time. Thank you, Holly Finch. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.